guys, Onit coming in. Got another battle replay for you here on Total War Rome 2. Welcome back to the Land of Sieges. Welcome back to the channel. And if any of you have any idea what's about to happen right here, then you are a favor. You enjoy, not you're a favor. You favorite the guerrilla deploy units here, because Lusitani has brought an absolute ton of them. Cecily here has some of his guerrilla troops here as well. But welcome back to the Land of Sieges, guys. Joanna coming in here. We are on the settlement of Alexandria. And the town center for Alexandria is right there. Gigantic eyes for this one, guys. All right, so yeah, there's a lot of guerrillas. Good God, yeah, and they're lined up against an army over here by themselves. This is probably not going to go well for Carthage, but I mean, he does have some strong units, so we'll have to see how this plays out. So we'll take a look at Carthage first, being commanded by Brami Bram. I believe I wrote that down correctly. And he has 4 Libyan hoplites, 3 Libyan infantry, 2 African pikemen, 2 Italian swordsmen, 2 noble fighters. General is a noble bodyguard. I'm sorry, noble bodyguard. What is that? A regular bodyguard. There we go. He has 3 Cretan archers, 1 Celtic light horse, and a giant ballista. So, I mean, he does have some strong units over here. Noble fighters can put in some work. Libyan infantry can do well, but we'll have to see how they're going to be able to match up against that. His allies, one of them over here, we have an Arverni, being commanded by Chill Knife, and from what we can see, he has 11 chosen swordsmen, 1 chosen spearman, noble horse, general, no Gallic hunters, no Celtic warriors, none of that. So we're going to see, maybe those Gallic hunters will show up. And then finally, we have a Seleucid over here being commanded by C.L. Wishman, I think. And he has 5 thorax swordsmen, 4 hillmen, 3 Persian hoplites, 2 silver shield swordsmen, one of those being the general, 1 Eastern spearman, 3 Syrian archers. Didn't bring that 4th one. 3 Syrian archers, and he did bring a mobile Greek ballista. Getting in onto the defenders, first we would take a look here at Egypt, being commanded by Galvan, I think. And he has 6 thorax swordsmen, 4 Egyptian infantry, 2 royal peltasts, 2 regular pikemen, general is a Carian axeman, and 4 Egyptian archers. So I'm not really sure why he brought the Carian axeman general to save money with all those Egyptian infantry. Not really sure. We're going to have to see how that plays out. Then we have a Masacely here being commanded by Tijami, or Tijami, I think it's Tijami. And he has 3 desert legionnaires, 3 slave infantry, 1 desert cohort, 1 desert vigilante. General is a noble infantry. Don't really see that general very often. 4 tribal slingers, 3 Numidian riders, 2 armored chariots, and 1 desert legionnaire, cavalry, and 1 armored Numidian rider. So quite the roster there for Masacely. And then we have Lusitani over here being commanded by Yellow Feather, and he has 6 guerrilla warriors, 3 Lusitani guerrillas, 3 Iberian swordsmen, 2 veteran shield warriors. General is the noble, the Lusitani noble. He also has 2 Balearic slingers and 2 Iberian slingers. It looks like everybody has well, no, Egypt didn't, but he's got both of his artillery facing away, so that's actually all right. I mean, sometimes you don't realize that you have it, you put it on the back wall, face it away, and move on with the life, move on with the show. But yeah, so we have a giant regular ballista there, another ballista there for the wall artillery for the defenders. So, all right, that should be good. That should be all right. But, all right, let's get ready for the beginning of the battle, guys. I am obviously going to start off on this side because I don't think they're going to stay stationary for very long. So let's dive into the beginning of this one. Hopefully you guys do enjoy it. Feel free to hit that like button, drop some comments, share the video, subscribe to the channel, of course. Of course, also join the Hungry Wolves Discord. Link for it is in the description below. But let's dive on in. All right, here we go. Everybody's starting to move. That cav from Masacely starting to tear across the battlefield here. And he's going to come in with the rear charge. Good job. Good shot. Ooh. That wasn't good. Lusitani, don't do that. Don't do that. Save your ammo. You're going to hit your own guys. You're going to hit your allies' troops. Not a good idea. But Lusitani now closing the distance, getting in there. Guerrilla warriors getting in there. We have the guerrilla warriors coming around the corner. And, oh, wait a second. We have a... Is Lusitani just coming out? Never mind. I thought this was just going to be a guerrilla sally out here. Nope, we have a full army sally out here from Lusitani, and oh my god, this is going to be good. This has a very high likelihood of being very, very good. Now, okay, I'm really wondering, Numidian Riders going to come in here. Are they charging after the jet? No, they are not. Oh, my God. Go that way. Go into the archers. Get the archers. No, he's going right past the archers. I mean, he probably could have gotten in there. He probably could have gotten in there. But look at the rest of Lusitani coming out here now, boys. Javelins being thrown. Murder sticks getting into this Libyan infantry. Libyan infantry, 46 kills. Looks like, they did a pretty good number against the Numidian Riders there. But, oh, nope, these Numidian Riders got caught. It looks like both of... Oh, no, the other one's way over there. Ooh, okay, you still got one more. Numidian Riders here, unfortunately, getting caught. Yeah, the Celtic Light Horse, the General, and a Noble Fighter. Yeah, that Massasoit Cav is not going to last. Numidian Rider getting beat up pretty hectically, pretty heavily, getting beaten up. But look at this. Lusitani is just busting down walls, breaking on through. They're going to have to deal with the Libyan infantry. Got some African pikemen there. I mean, the African pikemen, if they wanted to, they could try and line up here. Oh, no, the other one's... Where's the other unit? Oh, the other unit's way up there. Never mind. I was going to say, he could line up there and try and protect the retreat here from the rest of the Cretan archers. But look at this. The slingers moving here. Oh, boy. Is he going to get the slinger over here in time to fire? I think they're going to. And that's going to be huge. That is going to be huge. Balearic slingers activating that quick reload. And look at all of this Carthaginian troops just stacked up as they are trying to retreat away. They're eating some javelins here as well. Guerrilla warriors getting a nice javelin volley into the Italian swordsmen as they are continuing to retreat away, trying to get away. Massasoit catching again, getting into the back of these African pikemen, not deployed. Pikes still trying to run. Libyan infantry getting caught by guerrilla warriors there as well. But, oh, boy. Yeah, I mean, okay, Carthage didn't get completely destroyed, but, oh, wait a second. Massasoit Numidian Riders going to get in here, and on the other side. Oh, that is destructive. That's brutal. That is absolutely brutal. I think Carthage's are ranged units. Oh, 75. They're still they're trying to get away. This Cretan archer here, though, probably not going to go. Probably not going to get away. Down to 43 men, 40 men routing away. The other unit's still wavering. He's still there, but he has not... Oh, nope. Wavering. The one unit broke. Balearic slingers making short work, making sure they get out of there. And now we actually have Massasoit out over here. He brought out his 3 units of slave infantry, slowing everything down. Ooh, there's a Legionnaire cavalry. Nice rear charge into the back of that chosen swordsman there. This chosen swordsman just kind of pushing the tower. Look at that. Pushing the tower over these slave infantry. Like, get out of the way. We are barbarians. You will not stop us. They're like machines. But yeah, so those are pretty good. These the Desert Legionnaire Cavalry, the Armored Legionnaire Cavalry over here. I'm sorry, the Armored Numidian Cav coming in with another devastating charge in onto the flank of that mercenary Italian swordsman. That is some brutal stuff. And look at this, Lusitani way over here, still giving chase. We have some javelins now being thrown. Lusitani guerrillas throwing into the noble fighters. I mean, still very strong noble fighter unit. 156 men, that's nothing. The other unit still trucking along, still moving along, but oh, wait a second. Are those the archers? Oh, yeah, they are. There's the Gallic hunters. We have all 4, we just have 3. I only see 3, but the noble horse general did get up here. That Desert Legionnaire Cavalry is not going to last against the noble horse. Hopefully he's not throwing javelins into the back of his own general, because that would not be good. But there comes that Armored Numidian Rider again, coming over here and crushing into one of the armored... I'm not the armored, one of the chosen swordsmen there. Boy, oh boy, this battle exploded. God. Brutal. Oh, that guy just ate it. Couple of javelins for him. But now wait a second. Desert Legionnaires now coming outside, taking on the Arverni chosen swordsman. Wow. Tortoise is knocking down some walls. They need to start trying to wrap this up. But Lusitani still very, very, very much alive. And now we have the chariots of Massasoit coming outside. Armored desert chariots. 70 I'm sorry, 45 armor. What did I say? 75 armor. Oh, that's a Numidian noble. 45 armor. Here they come. You can see Lusitani starting to part. Oh, no, they're not. They're just going to stand there, let the chariots run you over a little bit. That's fine. It doesn't hurt friendly. It never hurts friendly units. And Arverni has retreated. Oh, boy. I hope these guys still have javelins. I don't know if they do, but here comes those chariots, boys. Armored desert chariots going to start mowing into these Arverni troops. Arverni, that was not a good idea to kind of blob up like that. But look at that first chariot getting wrecked. Second chariot coming through, down already 7. Oh, nope, they're not looking good. 8 kills there. The first chariot already taken care of. So that was actually a really, never mind. I take that back, Arverni. You did the right thing by stacking those units together because they could not break through the heavy, heavy lines of this heavy melee infantry. Very solid job. Chariots here, 12 kills, 7 remaining. The other chariot unit is destroyed. Look at the archer fire here. The absolute archer support right here just blasting away. But look at that. Armored Numidian riders still making their way around. Wait a second. We have Seleucid inside the settlement. Go Seleucid. I mean, get your archers up here, bro. You need those. Archers are key. Range units are absolutely key in trying to do anything in a siege. But all right, here we go. Thorax swordsmen charging on forward. They're going to get into these hillmen. Little bit of a reach out to touch you with the murder sticks, but a murderous response from the Egyptians with their murder sticks as well. Lines have now crashed inside the settlement. Crashed and clashed. Not just crashed or whatever the word was that I said. This is, guys, this is brutal. This is a brutal, brutal, brutal fight. Yeah, his hillmen are not going to stand up very long. Not very long at all. We have the Persian hoplites. They're in there. They're still putting in work, but look at this. Desert Legionnaires. Oh, that's the Desert Cohort. Desert Cohort getting around. Getting to more of the Persian hoplites. Now, back over on this side. Let's see how we're looking. We got some of the range there. Gallic Hunter's taking some damage. I mean, honestly, like, if you were Seleucid, right? Oh, no, these guys are wide open. And that's an armored Numidian rider. Oh, God. Syrian archers are all dead. Yeah, they're dead. Yep, they're dead. You're dead. You're gone. You're dead. You're gone. You're dead. Unless the Arverni general moves or the Carthaginian light cav comes over here to help out. Another big charge coming in. 175 kills now for this Numidian cav right there. Putting in the work. 3 chevrons, guys. 210, 212, 220, 225. Oh, my God. They are putting in work. Okay, Celtic Light Horse is going to scare them away. Now, this is a very heavy shock just heavy shock cavalry. So the light melee cavalry has a chance in the beginning of the fight. But as that... oh, no, they're losing. The unit is losing. Numidian riders are losing. It's because they're... oh, they're taking on hoplites there as well. Never mind. Okay. So Seleucid may actually be able to get his archers away. Might actually be able to get all 3 of them away. That light horse has to stick with them, though. Still, bang up job, though. 267 kills. Them, very nice. 270. Good job. Now, the rest of this unit, yeah, you got to go. You got to go, you got to go, you got to go. Now, this is still a big old fight going on right here. Lusitani, Arverni, and Misacili. Misacili does have some of his Desert Legionnaires out here. We have some of these slingers outside here. Again, tribal slingers have come outside. But the slingers here, 150, 150, 178. Where's the other slinger? Is it dead? I guess the other slinger died. But now we have the Numidian Noble Infantry now coming outside here as well. The Lusitani front line starting to finally fail. Starting to finally break down from the might of the barbarians. So that is actually a good look. The northern barbarians, I should say. The Arverni here. Putting in some good work. Putting in some good kills. But again, the stones. The vicious stones of Lusitani just getting slung there. Here comes the... oh, this is another Desert Legionnaire. Desert Legionnaire charging down. Going to get into the water. Keep up the fight. Here they come. Arverni standing flat-footed, not accepting the charge, not counter-charging. That was a big charge there for Misacili. Does look like we have a little bit of a lag situation going on here right now. Little bit. Every once in a while, a little jumpy. Little jumpy. I think our Vernie's going to try and back out of the water. But, guys, we got Thorax Swordsman here for Egypt as well. Oh, there's a noble. The Lusitani noble fighting on 110 kills, lost 21 men. Noble horse trying to do what he can. 111 kills for him. He's only lost 7. Oh, no, sorry. Now he's lost 8. He only lost 4. Originally, he had only lost 4. But now we have the Desert Legionnaires coming over here. Here comes the Numidian noble. That was a big volley. That was a huge volley. Look at all those horses. Look at all those men just got peeled. Javelined, peeled, whatever. Those heavy spears of Misacely now getting in here. Oh, wait. Where are we going? Cavalry counter tactics activated. Let's get back over here. I want to see how Seleucid's doing. I mean, there's still a big fight going on in here. Royal Peltasts have gotten up there. Thorax Swordsman still holding the line. We have a pikeman over here that is completely lined up, holding back the Thorax Swordsman of Seleucid. Pikes, 19 kills. Where's the other pike? Oh, he's still way back up there. So Egypt actually maintained inside the settlement, decided 2 units. I believe he only sent out 2 units of Thorax over here. And they look like they're not doing terrible. I think the Arverni general is dead. Yeah, the Arverni general, I do not see his banner any longer. Arverni general has died, so that is going to start putting a massive, massive frown face on the remaining Arverni troops here. Probably standing over here, seeing their general die, was probably a massive, massive blow to their morale. Oh, I hear Cav. Oh, it's the Celtic Light Horse still rumbling around over here. What's he got? 104 kills. Wow. He's going to get a charge into some Iberian swordsmen. But the Iberian swordsmen are going to say hello again with their javelins. Celtic Light Horse still pulling away, though. 112 kills. Let's get back over on this side. Seleucid? Oh, Seleucid has run away. Seleucid has pulled out of the settlement. He's actually coming back over here now to help his ally. That's actually really cool to see. That is really cool to see. How much of his range does he still have? He's still got all 3 units, but not right there. Got some Iberian slingers going to get into these Syrians. Syrians are going to win the fight overall because of the man count. They also have the Italian swordsman coming in the back there. Yeah, the Iberian swordsman was going to die. But actually, this was really cool to see Seleucid. I don't know if he pulled back out of the settlement because he was losing, or he actually came out here to try and continue getting over here and help out his ally. It is kind of unfortunate, though, because he doesn't have any cavalry. Doesn't have any cavalry to try and chase down these ranged units from Misacely Lusitani. Now we have the Egyptian archers coming outside here as well. 29 kills for them, 92 there. And it looks like so now Egypt is going to be coming outside here as well to join the fight. So this was definitely a brutal, brutal fight. I mean, it's not over completely just yet. Lusitani's kind of resting back there, 178, 132. Oh, no. That was mean. I love to see it. That was brutal. Javelin volley, whatever you want to call it, 103 kills, and they just got a huge, huge murder stick volley into the back of both of those chosen swordsman units. And there they go. They have fallen. They have broken. But Carthage is still here, guys. Carthage is still fighting. 202 kills with his noble fighter. Does he have another noble? Oh, he's got another noble fighter right there at 180. Still strong units. 126. This one here with 87. That one's a little wounded. But they're breaking Egypt down. It looks like he's chasing the noble general. I think he is chasing after the Lusitani noble general. Lusitani's going to swing one of his Iberian swordsmen over there to probably try and stop that advance. Slingers still slinging, though. Slingers still slinging. We got some ranged over here. Syrian archers firing away. Getting some shots up there, but Thorax Swordsman, yeah, that is not going to be a good look. Thorax Swordsman actually got surrounded. The Egyptian archers getting around into the back of that Thorax Swordsman. So what does Seleucid still have? Silver Shield Swordsman. He's got both of his Silver Shield Swordsmen and 1 Thorax left. 2 Hillmen here and another Syrian archer. He does still have some infantry over here, though. More Thorax Swordsman teaming up with the noble fighter, getting into the Lusitani noble. Now, Lusitani is pretty much dead. I'm going to say that right now, but I think Lusitani did a very, very, very amazing job with all of his infantry. Desert Legionnaires here taking on Mercenary Noble Fighters, Thorax Swordsmen. There is the Numidian Noble Infantry there. More Desert Legionnaires making their way over here. Here comes the Desert Cohort. 361 kills for the Desert Cohort. My God, 306 for this Desert Legionnaire. And now Egypt is actually advancing here. Oh, look at this. Wow, Tribal Slingers getting into the back. And another Tribal Slinger. Oh, sorry, Balearic Slinger coming around. 304 kills. They're going to get into the back of these archers. And that is the last range unit there for Seleucid. I think Seleucid's just charging. Oh, no, he's falling back still. Javelin volleys, Royal Peltas. Yeah, it's got to be the Peltas. Yep, one of the Peltas right there. Carrying Axeman still hanging out inside. Not wanting to come out here. Minute 30 left. Noble Fighters over here, 202 kills. They still have the Thorax Swordsman not chasing, but fighting this Lusitani Noble. But, yeah, the Thorax Swordsman now actually getting surrounded by the Egyptian Thorax Swordsman. Not a good look, but they just got another chevron. They got it, not another. They got a single chevron, probably fighting at least Lusitani Noble General there. Noble Fighters there, 306. I mean, they didn't do bad. The Noble Fighters did not do bad at all, considering what they had to fight against and the jump that everybody had against Carthage. But guys, that is a lesson right there that a lot of people hopefully learn. Maybe you'll have a chance of learning it from this video. Do not attack by yourself. Do not attack by yourself, especially with certain factions. Misacili and Lusitani are two of those especially factions that you don't want to attack by yourself with. They have guerrilla troops. You can see it clearly. They have guerrilla troops. Lusitani brought 9 units of guerrillas. Brutal. Brutal. Hopefully these pikes, I mean, it doesn't really matter at this point. It kind of still does because it's the point of it, but I don't think those pikes are getting involved. No, the pikes are going around. Silver Shield Swordsman breaking. Thorax Swordsman still holding on. Still fighting, but 6 seconds, guys. That is it right there. They finally have wavered away. Costly victory. So the defenders lost a lot of troops, and yes, they did. Lusitani lost pretty much his entire army. But all right, let's take a look at some of these kills here. So the battle was sent in by T. Jami, and I think that's the first time I've ever seen that name. So, dude, thank you very, very much for joining the Hungry Wolves Discord and putting your replay in there for me to cover. Really, really appreciate that. New names, bringing in new replays. Definitely, I'm all about this. I'm very excited to see some new names coming in, throwing in replays, and getting a chance to cover some replays from other communities, other Discords, and everything. Very, very cool. So, Tijami here, sending in, playing as Misacili, 2,298 kills, so 2,300 kills, essentially. His general, 189. Unfortunately, his chariots did not get very many kills. That Armored Numidian rider, though, 270. Great job. Some of the Numidian riders did okay, 93 with one of them, but they played their part also. They did get into the back. They did get some rear charges, so it was well done overall with the Numidian Numidian Cav right there. They are medium Cav, though, so they do not have the greatest of armor. They really do not have the greatest of armor. So one of his slingers there, 152 kills. This, right, look at that. Oh, my God, look at that. Desert Cohort, Desert Legionnaires, 391, both of them. Great job. His rest of his Legionnaires there, 174, 142. Great job. Slave Infantry played their part, did what they needed to do. Now we have Lusitani here, Yellow Fellow. I wrote down Yellow Feather for some reason. Yellow Fellow, 2,977, so essentially 3,000 kills for him with the Guerrilla Assault. Great job. 370 with his General. Slingers, 3 out of the 4 did great. 173, 213, 324, solid. His Guerrilla Warriors, 164, 184, 189, 273, 136, 195, all of them over 100 kills. His Guerrilla Spears, though, or the Lusitani Guerrillas, only 1 unit there with 114. Iberian Swordsman, 138. And one of his Veteran Shield Warriors there with 170. And then we have Galvan Kalmser, I guess, I don't know. 1,014 with Egypt, but he really just needed to fight inside the settlement. He did come out near at the end, though. 102 with one of his archers. Some of his Thorax, 188, 110, 108. Egyptian infantry didn't do anything. 123 on one of his Royal Peltas. Then we take a look at the attackers. We have Brammy Brom, who unfortunately attacked by himself, but he still almost managed 1,200 kills. So not terrible. 127 with his general, 120 with that Celtic Light Horse. That's solid. His Cretan archers, unfortunately, they were boxed up. They didn't really have the opportunity to get away. A lot of Libyan hoplites. I mean, they're equipment movers, so I understand why bringing them. His Libyan infantry did not perform very well. Mercenary, the Italian swordsman got crushed. His noble fighters, though, 306, 223, pretty solid. Then we have C.O. Winchman here playing as Seleucid, 951 kills, 127 with his general. Again, I'm not sure why he brought the 3 Syrian archers. Not sure. He could have dropped some of these Persians and maybe gotten his other Syrians. I mean, my thought is if you can bring 4 Syrian archers, do it. Just do it. If the faction allows you to do it, just do it. His Hillman didn't do very well. Persian hoplites, unfortunately, didn't do very well. The Silver Shield Swordsman, only 90 kills. That is rough. Thorax Swordsman, though, 172, 109, 115. Pretty good. 3 out of the 5. Over 100 kills. And then we have Shield Knife playing as Arverni, 2,266 kills. 3rd most kills in the game. Very well done. 120 with that general. Gallic Hunters, 130, 101. So 2 out of the 4. Chosen Spearman, actually, 105 kills. Getting in with his Chosen Swordsman, 130, 156, 161, 111, 118, 140, 380. Wow, that is quite the jump. And a 239, even that, but quite the jump. Well done, Arverni. I mean, everybody, hopefully you guys had fun playing in this battle. I know being sallied out upon definitely sucks. I have been sallied out upon. I have been guerrilla deployed on. It sucks. I get it. I understand completely. But hopefully lessons are learned. And first and foremost lesson, don't attack by yourself. And there are certain factions that when they're on defense, you absolutely do not want to attack by yourself. But that is going to be the end here. So hit the like button for the video. It will definitely help it out. Drop some comments. That helps as well. Sharing the video obviously helps. And subscribe to the channel. Button's right there. Feel free. Hit the subscribe button. You can also join the Hungry Wolves Discord. The link for that is in the description below as well. But that is going to be the end here. So have a great rest of your day. Stay safe. And as always, until the next one.